online dating to phone number Emily. And this one is titled Controlling the Frame from the Start. Here's the goal for this one. The purpose of this example is to show you the importance of controlling the frame and how that looks with a woman that you just start messaging. When you can control the frames of your conversations with women, they will naturally follow your lead in the conversation and outside of it. So, as I show you this, you're going to see how a woman starts to come into my frame in the conversation, and then what happens when you get good at this is that naturally then women start to follow your lead, follow your frame. They trust your decisions a lot more outside of just the text conversation. This was on Bumble, and this lady, Emily here, messaged me. So she opened me here with, okay, so I Googled MBPT. According to Google, I should swipe if I'm 1, part of the Mumbai Port Trust, 2, part of the Michigan Bay Paranormal Team, or 3, mini body whatever, which I also Googled and don't understand. Okay, so I have to give you some context so you understand what's going on here. But basically, one of the advantages of online dating is by creating the right profile bio, you can start out controlling the frame. And so in this example, in my actual bio, and again in Swipe Right and in the VIP membership, you'll learn how to write your online dating bio with a challenge in your profile, because that's something that's going to trigger women, and it's going to get them to message you first, or eager to message you first, or it gives them an easy way to message you first. And so, for example, in this one, and I go through all different examples as I'm creating my own profiles to try all different things out, but I had something like swipe right if you know your MBPT. And what that is Myers-Briggs personality type test. So by having that challenge in here, it gave her an excuse to message me. She goes, I Googled MBPT and I don't even know what the heck it is. See, all of her 3 ones are way off. So that's an example of her starting out in my frame because she's trying to figure out what the heck MBPT meant. And that was part of my challenge in there. Now, how I responded to this, and there's a lot going on here, but notice first, she started on September 15th. I replied the next day. And here's an example which won't look like much to you, but don't skim over in this. I like to say this because later in the membership, right, I'm going to teach you how to do all these little type of things like praising things that you like from women and how you can subtly do that so that it shows up more often. And so again, in this conversation, even if you haven't mastered this skill right here yet, you can always look back and you'll see that I do this in all of my conversations. It all has a purpose. So once you start to notice the little things I do, you'll understand why it's so powerful. For example, praising what you like creates the roadmap for success. By controlling the frame, it is far more powerful than just to get a girl's phone number or to get a date. It sets the entire pace for your interaction by pre-paving your expectations. So as a school teacher, one of the things I learned is that you want to pre-pave expectations. You want to pre-pave what you expect. In this example, I just said, haha, I like your effort. So again, not huge there, but when you understand what I'm doing right there is I'm praising her effort. A lot of men get to the point in their conversations. I mean, I get this all the time from texting or online dating. Guys say eventually she stops texting me back, or her texts or her messages get shorter and shorter and shorter to me. That happens very, very often to most men in most conversations with women. So even this little thing right here, I like your effort. From the very start, the first interaction she's had with me, I'm praising her effort. You guys don't understand how big this is, but that subconsciously it allows her to feel like, okay, I can put effort in, that's okay. Good, he likes that. I'm giving her expectations. And guys, this goes far beyond. My first interaction with this girl is praising her effort. That means that if I end up going on a date with this girl, if I end up hanging out with her multiple times, if I end up having any type of relationship at all with her, think about from the start, I'm pre-paving my expectations. I expect her to put a ton of effort in. This is so deep, and if you just think this is unimportant, then you're not getting the bigger picture here. But this is something that whether you're a newbie or you're a super advanced game, you can understand how this over time becomes really powerful, because this is the very first interaction I've ever had with this woman. So now, after I said, haha, I like your effort, I said, for bonus points, go to 16personalities.com and take the quick quiz and let me know your 4 personality letters. Side note, you guys should do that too. And if you know your Myers-Briggs personality type, put it in the comments below. I think that's super interesting. But here's the mindset behind this is to become the tester. Too many men get scared of passing her test, passing a woman's test. And the better you get with these conversation skills, the sooner that you can start testing her, like what I'm doing here. Because I'm making her do work. I'm saying, haha, I like your effort, right? I like your effort. First off, I'm going, I like your effort. So I'm expecting you're going to put more effort in. And then I say, here's a link. It's like think about this. This could be like some spammy type link. It's like, I don't care. I'm saying, here, do more work. Go to 16personalities.com, figure out your MBPT, your personality type, and then give it to me. So I'm saying, will she play along and do the work? If she does, she's playing into my frame. If she doesn't, that weeds out all the lukewarm or uninterested women, or the women that are going to try to go, hey, you should, support my OnlyFans, all that crap. When guys get scared of that, I understand it's out there, but when you have a different mindset and you know how to test, those women are not even a part of your life, because you're the one testing all them, and they have to keep up with you. So you don't have to invest all your time and energy trying to talk to this girl. All of a sudden she sends you her OnlyFans link. It's like, no, that's not how it works. If she doesn't play back, I don't care. If she does play back, now she's in my frame. But everything's intentional. She responded with, I've taken that before. I'm the entertainer. ESFP, and then A means assertive. So again, if you don't know Myers-Briggs personality type, that's okay. You can take the underlying principles with this because this can happen in any topic, any conversation. Take these underlying things and you can use these in your actual profile, your messages online, or when you're texting. In this next part here, I always say let her talk, let women talk. But how do you let her talk while also controlling the frame? How do you let her talk while also controlling the conversation? Because that is the recipe for success. Some guys go, well, women like a leader, so they just barrage and just talk, and they think they're leading conversations and they're knowledgeable and all that, but it bores women to death. Women love to talk. They're gossip queens. So if you can control the conversation, but letting her talk, that is the jackpot. And that works not only with women, that works with all people, but especially with women. So let her talk while still controlling the frame. The best communicators on this earth are able to master the skill of letting other people talk while simultaneously being in complete control of the frame or conversation. For example, I've directed this conversation to personality types, the MBPT, which I know more about than she does. Now I am letting her talk and reveal her thoughts while I'm still maintaining the expert or the leader frame. So this is an example of this, and maybe you can think of in your own whatever conversations, or you know that other people somehow do this to you or whatever, but this is a good conversationalist, is they're behind asking the questions, they're kind of seeming curious, so they're directing the conversation where they want it to go, but they're letting the other person talk. That's a great conversationalist. So this is the type of stuff that works extremely well with all people, but especially with women, especially online dating, because you're giving her such a different taste than she usually gets. So how am I actually doing this? I'm saying, uh-oh, you know what that means? Question mark. And that's where, again, conversations, personality types. I'm the one asking about it. She's, taking my test right now. She's telling me her personality type, and I'm going, uh-oh, ooh. You know what that means? But I'm letting her talk now. I'm letting her reveal what it means. So it gives her the opportunity to say, oh, we're perfect for each other, with a little smiley face grin thing. And it gave her the opportunity to flirt. And just remember, to women, it's all about emotions. The dickhead and the jerk are great at playing with a woman's emotions. You can do the same thing without becoming a douchebag of a person, without selling your soul. You can use anticipation, curiosity, intrigue. Even if it seems silly or simple, guys, it works. Again, to us men, it seems silly or simple because we don't think like this. We don't communicate like this. We're more straightforward. But with women, it's all about the emotions. That's what the bad boys are really good at doing, is getting women's emotions engaged in their conversations, because they're not texting back, or they're stubborn, or they're being like, nah, whatever, I don't want to see you tonight then. They're playing with her emotions, whereas most men are just like, oh, I can't wait to see you. Can't wait. So there's just one type of emotion there. But you can give her all these different emotions, and it gives her the thrill of the emotional bad boy experience, but you don't have to be a complete douchebag. So, like this. So she's saying we're perfect for each other, and I'm saying maybe. It all really depends on one big thing. And right here, notice the time part. When I get women to meet up with me with very little conversation or effort, it's because everything I am not saying is making her more comfortable with meeting up. This is where, when we talk about the iceberg with women, right? Whatever you're saying is just the iceberg that you see. The actual words you say are just the top of the iceberg. Same with women. The words she says, the top of the iceberg. She looks at everything under, the 90% under. That's how she actually communicates. Your words are basically 10% to her. Everything else is 90%. The tone and how you say it. The timing in your text, conversations, how, quickly you're replying, all that stuff. All of that other stuff is 90%. That's most of the conversation to women. So that's why, again, look at this. Think about what this is going on. What a simple conversation. I'm doing nothing. We're not even saying anything. Uh-oh, you know what that means? We're perfect for each other? Maybe. It all really depends on one big thing. Like, think about all this. So she replied, 16 minutes after my text, and then I'm waiting 5 or 6 hours to reply again. And she's waiting on this answer. Are we perfect for each other? Maybe, I'm not sure. It really depends on one thing. She's like, what? What does it depend on? What does it depend on? Who knows? And she says, what's the one thing? All right, so think about why this is fun for her. Even though women could watch this or something and go, oh, that would be so frustrating. He's just playing games. It doesn't matter. What I mean by fun is maybe not consciously she's going to go, oh, this is so much fun. She might be frustrated, but this is what keeps women engaged. This is what gets women excited. This is what makes you stand out from the other guys. And again, look at, I'm not doing much. I'm taking hours to reply, so you don't have to be a Betamon simp. You teach me and I'll teach you. Betamon. Gotta catch 'em all. Betamon. Gotta catch 'em all. In fact, obviously that's the worst route to go, but not only for your own lifestyle, it doesn't work with women, and you spend all your time chasing and praising women. The worst way to do it. The best way is do little effort, less effort, and have them chase you. And then you decide, all right, did you meet my test? Great. Maybe we'll hang out. If you didn't, oh well, you don't care. You're still happy doing your own thing. So how many other men are making each message a breadcrumb that she needs to figure out? Very few. If you want to watch this full video where I break down the rest of the conversation to where then she comes after and texts me, which makes setting dates and meeting up with women so much easier when she's chasing after you. I teach this over and over and over again with all different conversations inside my VIP membership. You can go to textingprince.com/VIP in all caps, and I teach it all there. You can try out a 7-day free trial to that VIP membership right now at my website,